Guess who's got a featured problem?
It's you, isn't it?
It's me, isn't it?
Yep. Come on, get unrelaxed.
Right.
Okay.
It goes like this. Dear John and Barrett, I'm finding it hard to find the right career path for me. Any job I've had seems to go up in smoke. I'll tell you a bit about myself so that you can help me. I'm 31 years old. I have a master's degree in electrical engineering. I like to yell. I excel as a team leader. I outright refuse to follow rules, and I always meet deadlines. I just want to do something more creative and that I won't be asked to leave. Any help is greatly appreciated. And that's signed off by Herbert.
Okay. Herbert has got everything but one of those things that he read out exactly like me.
You don't like to yell, do you?
No, I do like to yell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You don't have a master's in electrical engineering. So how are we going to help this fella then?
Right, well, first of all, he needs to open his box up.
Open his box up?
Yeah, and when I say that, what I mean is stop thinking about, normal ways of doing life and that,
Right, I see.
Yeah, some other people say think outside the box, but I say open your box up.
Right.
Because if you think outside the box, you won't be able to see it because you're inside the box.
If you think outside the box, you'll only go as far as everyone else that thinks outside the box.
Yeah, but if you actually get outside the box and move around, you can actually do things much quicker and easier. So,
what if you're inside what if that box is inside a larger box?
And then you're just in a box labyrinth then, and you got to keep on going, keep on finding the way out.
Okay.
Okay, so, Herbert, what's a job?
You can't answer.
I know.
No.
But
all right.
I'll ask you instead then. You're John.
Right.
What's a job, John?
Okay. What's a job, John? Right. A job is that which we as humans have to facilitate the purchasing of things with money for us to have.
Right. Don't know what that meant. A job is something where you do something, right? You do something. Don't have to be for, you don't have to work for anyone. You can do what you want.
Right. I've just understood something. So sometimes when I go to the toilet and I come out, someone will go, "Did you do a big job?" And I always wondered what they meant.
Yeah, because that's what it means. It's they're saying, have you done a big job? Because for those 10 minutes, that was your job.
That was my job.
Yeah, it was what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something you're doing, isn't it? Right, so Herbert, best way to get a job is you've already got one. You're doing things.
Right.
So your job at the moment is looking for a job. Right?
I like that.
He's already got a job because he's doing the job.
But then when he's offered a job, doesn't that mean he'll have to go, "Sorry, I've already got a job," and he'll have to turn it down?
Well, that's where he can choose, can't he? Because he can resign from the job he's got.
Right. What's his notice,
Well, he just has to give his notice to himself.
Right. What is it, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Well, no. When it's like a job that you set yourself, usually you can just give yourself sort of an in-head text, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to, and because it's not like on government systems, you don't have to get a P45 or anything like that.
You'd like that?
I'd like it.
Yeah, no paperwork with the government or anything.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
good, right?
yeah. I know. I do like that. But then if he went and got a job for somebody else, then that would be his job. So, but he can also have other jobs. Like people say, "Oh, like I work 5 jobs at the same time." Yeah. You know what? They're probably working 9. They just don't realise they're working 4 extra ones.
Yeah, because getting the bus might be a job in itself.
That is a job half the time because the buses don't come half the time. If anything, they're doing overtime.
How much do we split it down then? Because would picking up a pen be a job?
Yeah, but it would not last long. Jobs last time, don't they? Because there's always 9 to 5 jobs. You know,
Yeah.
Sleeping is a 11 to 7 job.
That's one of the biggest jobs. You spend a third of your life doing that job.
That's a big job, isn't it? It's a big job. So, Herbert, you're already doing a job. So my advice would be, just do what you're doing.
That's good advice. I think I like that.
Yeah.
Should I give another flip side just to give him another avenue?
I mean, yeah.
Although I'm going to be honest, Herbert, whatever I say, you should do what Barrett said because that's the easiest. That's got to be the easiest option.
Yeah, easiest option is always the best way.
But I'll give another thing just to keep my skills in check. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Prove your worth.
Right, Herbert, here's my take on the whole thing. Those jobs, well, the bosses of those jobs, when they said they wanted you gone, that was a test, and you failed it every time.
All right, I see.
Yeah, they were seeing how loyal you were as a worker.
Oh yeah, because they do have some weird tactics these days, don't they?
They really do. It's not very fair sometimes. What you should have done is, you should have, walked out the office, gone outside, straightened your tie, and come straight back in.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Mr. Boss Man, that isn't how this is going to fly. Something like that.
Yeah.
And they'll say, wow, this guy's got a spine. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. Another way you can do that is, do you know why on trousers the fly is called the fly?
I could make something up, but I don't know.
It's kind of like that, right? It is a way that old Victorian people used to sort of show their worth, So they used to undo their fly to sort of say, this is what I've got, right? And then they'd undo their fly when they were ready to get working again.
Right.
It was like shooting the shit. Sort of if your fly was undone, they'd be like, gloves are off sort of thing.
So they'd be like stood around the water cooler and doing their flies.
Yeah, so what you can do is he can come back in, his fly's undone, so everyone knows he means business.
Yeah.
And then say, right, this doesn't fly, zip, with me.
And you can point, yeah.
Yeah. And then...
I like that.
Yeah, and then he can get back to work. Another thing as well is that if he doesn't even need to go outside, he can just go back to his desk and start working. And then if they're asking what you're still doing here, he'd just be like, I'm working, I work here.
Yeah.
Deny the P45.
So, yeah, I know, I'm fired, and then give a little wink at your boss and then go, but I should really get back to it and just carry on working.
Because you know what the most important thing in the world is? It begins with H.
Oh, I was going to say gumption, but I don't know, begin with H.
Hustle, You got to hustle and that, haven't you? You got to hustle your way to the top.
I didn't realise till yesterday what hustle meant. I thought it was the bit in the meat that's all chewy that's not very nice.
Oh, I think it is, isn't it?
I'll have to check.
Anyway, if that's the case, that's a good way to describe it, because that bit in the meat hustles, because it's like, no, I don't want to get cut.
Maybe that's why it's called that. It's named after it.
It's working hard, isn't it? Everyone can hustle. Everyone.
So, Herbert, you need to hustle, but you need to hustle at the umpteen million jobs you're already doing on your own, mate. Yeah. You've got jobs. You've got your jobs.
You've got jobs. They may not be paid for, but they are jobs.
So, should we leave them with that?
Yeah, problem solved, I think.
Yeah.